All right. We are so excited. We got Coach Kim in the building today. We are so freaking pumped to have you here talking, sharing, and you have your own podcast, which we just found out.
I do.
So this is not your first rodeo.
Nope.
So we're just going to jump right into it.
Sure.
So Kim McNeill, everybody. This is Kim. Wait, is that still your last name?
It is.
Okay,
it is.
sorry.
Kim McNeill. It is.
People ask me that every day. They're like, I'm not sure what your last name is. I don't know either at this
Kim,
point.
Coach Kim.
Yeah.
Coach McNeill. What do your girls call you? Coach Kim or Coach McNeill?
Coach Kim.
Coach Kim. That's cute.
Coach
I like
K.
that. Coach K.
Coach Kim.
I love it. So, yeah, you're awesome. You know I love you. Our boys played ball together. Caden, your son, is a freaking all-star. He's incredible.
Thank
and
you.
then I love Gabby.
Yeah, that's my diva.
That is her diva. She's 13, right?
They're 12. They'll be 13 in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
About to step into Kristen's boy's age. The teenage years.
Teenager.
God bless it.
I'm already feeling it. So
I found an apple core in my bathroom trash can this morning that was at the very bottom of the trash can. Someone threw an apple away in the trash can with no anything, like no trash bag, nothing. It was probably like a week ago.
Oh.
When I tell you that just like the teenage boy thing is a different level of, you have to get ready to just like, you got to have a good stomach for all that. That's all.
But the girls are sassy. They get,
I bet. Oh, I was
So we're
so
going through that
sassy.
stage right
Oh,
now.
wow.
Very.
Yes.
So you got 2 twins.
I do.
You are obviously the head coach for the women's ECU basketball team, which is
am.
like
That's insane.
And
honestly,
I feel like
dude,
I'm.
but we're in royalty.
Yeah, we really are.
no.
Before I met you, when I knew, because Justin was like, dude, this mom on the baseball team. You know, she's the head coach for ECU basketball women's. When I cheered in high school. Basketball was my favorite thing to cheer for because I loved the sport and I loved.
There's such good energy.
I loved the women's the girl. Well, it was girls because it was high school. The girls basketball team. It was such an energy and such a like. I can't even explain the sport of women's basketball. So I'm so excited for you two, but it's just like. The mental state you have to be in to coach and lead women like that in that kind of sport.
Especially that age, too.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you're dealing with 17, 18-year-olds all the way up to, these days, I got 23-year-olds on my team.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're still in school, I'm sure. So they can play all the way up until they graduate from school.
Yeah, so obviously during COVID, they gave kids a year back with COVID. So kids are going, we just finished up 5 years, but I have one kid on my team who was a COVID kid and she got injured.
Okay.
So 6 years.
Oh, wow.
So she's probably going to be 24 when she graduates. We call her grandma.
I mean, hey, you know
If
what?
she can still do it,
Let her play.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into all that, though, we want to hear about you. Like, tell us like where you're from.
I know you
and-
have an accent for sure.
Yeah,
so.
we want to hear like where you grew up and what got you into basketball. Like, did you play? Like, what's the deal with Kim? Who is she?
I am from Bassett, Virginia.
Okay.
You ever heard of Bassett Furniture Company?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So when I was younger, I could walk to the Bassett's, the people that own the furniture company. I could walk to their house.
Oh, wow.
So it's really, really small. Martinsville Speedway. Anybody into NASCAR?
I haven't heard of it, but Justin probably
He probably
has.
does. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's like the city. So when
Okay.
people don't know Bassett, I say Martinsville.
Okay.
But very, very small area. I am the youngest of 3. I have 2 older brothers. We're all 6 years apart. So my middle brother's 6-year-old, other brother's 12. So I have to give them all the credit for getting me into basketball.
Okay, they played?
My oldest brother did. He played football and basketball. My middle brother played a little bit, but my family is into like racing.
Okay.
Like my dad was drag racing.
Oh,
So
love
motorcycles,
it.
Likes
cars,
to go
all of
fast.
that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all my brothers, they're really, really good with their hands. Very smart. My dad was a mechanic, so he was self-employed. But yeah, they made me very tough.
Yeah,
Very
I bet.
tough,
And you
'cause
were you were the baby.
I was the baby.
The baby.
I was a tomboy.
Yeah,
Like,
I bet.
Probably up until like 7th or 8th grade. Like
Yeah.
I was the big pants, the big shoes. Like I
Yeah.
was not what I am today. You know? So,
But you're still like cool and sporty. You're just like, I mean, you have Yeezys on. You're like the Yeezy vibe. It's like it's like the Kim K, it's like the sexy, cool vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, my players keep me young.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I got to stay cool for them. You
No,
know,
but we do though.
Yeah,
We don't even
we
know
do.
the lingo. We don't know
No,
what's going on.
no.
And the music, like we play music before practice, and I'll put on certain. They be like, "You know that song?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know that
course I
song."
do.
This came out when we were like 13.
Yeah,
Every
literally.
time there's songs like that come on, I'm like, okay, like this is, guys, this
Yeah.
person is 50 now, 50
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah. So, but that's me. I played all through high school. I probably started playing basketball when I was around second grade.
Okay.
And my dad built us a really nice court. So my house, my brothers, all their friends was over all the time playing basketball.
That's so cool.
And I would go out there, and at first they wouldn't let me play, and I would go in the house crying, and my mom would come out and be like, "If she can't play, y'all going home." You know. So then I started to become pretty good, and they wanted me on their team. So all my brothers' friends, all my brothers, they take credit for me being a basketball player. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So I played in college. I went 2 years to Radford University, and I
Okay.
finished out my career at University of Richmond.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome. Okay, so what brought you to Greenville? Like, did you immediately start coaching here? Or
No,
is the
no.
job-
I was an assistant for 16 years. So right out of college, I went to James Madison University.
Okay.
So I've coached at James Madison, University of Richmond, Georgia, Cal Berkeley,
Oh, wow.
University of Virginia as an assistant. And then my first head coaching job was at University of Hartford. That was in 2016.
Connecticut?
In Connecticut,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was there for 3 years. We were pretty successful. And then after that, after my third year, East Carolina called, offered me a job, and I took
I
it.
bet that
and-
was a fun
Yeah.
phone call.
It was.
Did you know who ECU was at that time?
I did.
Yeah.
So when I played at University of Richmond, East Carolina was in our
Oh,
conference.
yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So I had been here just playing, but I'd never been to Greenville. But when you think of Greenville, you think of college town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to, leaving Hartford was a pretty good a city.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. And so once my season was over with and got on the phone with John Gilbert, the AD here at East Carolina, brought me down on a visit, and I was like, "Wow, this is bigger than what I expected." I think
Yeah.
Greenville has definitely grown.
Yeah.
It's grown since I've been here too.
Yeah.
When was that? When did you come? What year?
2019,
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow, right before COVID.
right before
Wow.
COVID.
Oh my gosh. So you've been like recruiting, doing all that from the jump, started with COVID.
Yes.
That's
So it was
I thought you'd been here longer. That's
no,
wild.
I'm starting my 7th season. So this will be my 7th season, but
Do you still think Greenville is a big city or bigger city? Or how do you feel about Greenville now coming from Hartford?
yeah, I'm from a very rural area. Bassett
Yeah.
is very rural.
Yeah.
So like I liked Hartford, but I like college towns like
Yeah.
Georgia, Charlottesville, James Madison, all those places
Mm-hmm.
are considered college towns. And
Yeah.
that's where I feel like I've been most successful.
Yeah.
I think you can get the true college experience.
Yeah.
If you go
Yeah.
to cities, it's like, is that building part of the university? Is that part of the university? And then you go to cities and there's professional sports.
yeah.
So you don't get the
This is true.
support.
Yeah.
Whereas in college towns, you are the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was
Yeah.
50,000 people at the football game on Saturday.
Yep.
So you are the show when you're in
Yeah.
a college town. So
This is true.
I like being in college town, and then with having kids, my kids they love, and I think they, growing up on a college campus, I think it's just awesome. I think they're the luckiest kids in the world.
Yeah, and ECU's is so beautiful. Like I went to ECU, the nursing school here, and I loved just the college campus culture here was just so beautiful, which is why I stayed so long because it really was just like it's just a beautiful place. Like they really take good care
They do.
of the campus
They do.
and of the just college in general. So that's exciting that you've been here since 2019 and have been, in the thick of it through COVID, also with, your twins. Let's transition then to that. How is that? Because how old are you?
How am I? 48.
You're like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I'm 48.
That's where I'm at. I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah, 48.
Man.
I know the other day I was like, I asked Justin, I was like, how old are you turning for your birthday? I forgot.
for
He
real,
was like,
though.
what? I was like, I don't know.
I mean,
Sometimes you don't want to think about it. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm about to
true.
be 50. Oh my God. Yeah.
well, you don't look anywhere close
Thank
to
you.
any of that.
No way. But black
So,
does not crack.
no, not even a tiny bit. No,
It doesn't.
though.
It's just
It
you look
doesn't.
amazing,
Thank
and I
you.
know you've been on a big wellness journey. I've watched
have.
you go through it the past few years. Like I mean, you've literally aged backwards since I first met you, and so let's talk a little bit about home life and being on the court. Like, we want to hear, how is that balance? What is it like being a basketball coach for a college and being a mom to 2 kids that are
Active.
Busy. Yes.
very
Yes.
busy?
Yes.
Very busy.
Not easy.
So tell
Not
us a
easy.
little bit about
Yeah.
it. Like,
But-
what does your schedule look like?
Yeah. It's not easy, but it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, the last 2 years, my life has changed some. And, their dad moved to Chapel Hill, so
Yep.
now I'm doing a lot. It's
Yeah.
me, you
Yeah.
know. So balancing, at a high Division I program where winning is extremely important.
Yeah.
My players are extremely important. Like, I look at myself as their second mom.
Yeah.
And, balancing 2 kids that are extremely active, and I didn't want their lives to change. I didn't want to say, no, you can't do this anymore because mommy doesn't have time. Because one thing I always promised myself was that I would never let my job interfere with them. And I didn't want them to feel like they were being put on the back burner.
Yeah.
So with that, it creates a lot of sacrifices and a lot of long days. But they're
And
just
probably
some-
sacrifices that you mean to yourself. Like, you put a lot of things that you could be doing on the back burner.
Yeah, I do. But I've found ways to balance it and to manage my time. So there's some things that I just won't give up. Like, I won't give up my mornings with them.
Yeah.
You
What does
know?
that look like? Tell us.
Yeah, so I get up about 6:30 every morning, get
Okay.
myself ready, and my daughter, my little diva, she takes care of. She makes mommy's life a lot easier. She
Yeah.
gets up, she gets herself going, she packs her own
Big
stuff.
helper
her
energy,
big
man. That's
helper.
what my
Yeah.
5-year-old
Big
does. She
helper.
already makes
Yeah,
the bed,
she-
man. She's
yeah.
ready to go, gets her hair stuff
That's
ready.
girls.
Yeah.
Brody's dragging out the bed.
That's
He's like,
girls.
"Where's my shorts?" I'm like, "They're
Yes.
in the drawer."
Exactly. Where Caden, I have to wake him up.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got to go up there, wake him up, get him going
7 times.
Yeah, I've got him to the point now where he's picking out his own clothes, which helps mommy.
I can't wait for
You
that.
know, so he's picking out his own clothes, coming downstairs. He has to lay on the couch for a few minutes, eat his breakfast, and then we have time. 7:45. Let's go, Caden. Go brush your teeth. And so we have that talk and just what do we got going on today? What's going on in school?
Love that.
What practice we got going on? What games? And then we get in the car and we drop off, and I tell him, "Have a great day. Love you, mom." And we both go on by our business.
And then where do you go when you drop them off? You go straight to work, or
I go work out.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes,
Do you still go to Orange Theory?
I don't.
Where
do
you at?
go?
I'm working out right on campus.
That's cool.
Cause I'm like,
Why
and
not?
I loved Orange Theory.
Yeah,
Don't get
me
me wrong,
too.
I did. I
don't
loved
go-
it.
I haven't been there in a year and a half, 2 years now.
It
Yeah.
was a year for me.
Yeah.
I love the community.
Yeah.
I love the support. It just, my life got too busy, and the timings that they had just didn't fit my schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just so much easier for me to drop off and go right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that way I'm not coming into
That's
work
great
too
though
late.
that you're still, I feel like Orange Theory also taught me a lot about
did.
like what my body liked,
Yeah.
and it brought me back to being an athlete. I think that's why I really enjoyed it. Like
it makes you competitive because you don't want to look
Yes.
to your right or your left and they're outdoing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So
Well, when you've
it's like,
grown
no, I
up an
can't let them
athlete your
outdo
whole
me.
life, you're
Yeah.
like, this is my mentality.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
But I
So,
also love how she talks about, you've had a season of change the past
Yeah.
2 years, and you're looking at. I was talking to her about this morning, like constantly like reassessing. Okay, well, is this fitting with my schedule right now, or
Yeah.
do I need to pivot and change this up? And like, I love the fact that it's like, yeah, it's a great workout, it's a great community, but what's going to be best for you and your
Yeah.
sanity instead of being stressed, running in the car after a workout. Trying to rush to get wherever you need to get by a certain time. Because you did the 8:40. Did you do the
8:45. And see, before COVID, they had an 8:15,
They did.
Yes.
which was better.
Yeah.
I could drop and go.
The
but then
8:45 is rough. It's almost
It
10
is.
o'clock at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Yes,
So after you
yes.
go out and you
We're
got
in
a
the day.
shower,
Yeah.
you're getting to work at 10, and that's too
Yeah,
late.
yeah.
That's too late for me. So,
Agreed.
so I dropped him off, go work out at the weight room at ECU. My staff comes with me. So we have this female group.
I
It's
love
about
when I
5
see it
of
in your
us.
story.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll put y'all working out together, and I'm like, this is just so. It's like you're the Orange Theory coach there. You're like she'll be like with her girls lifting weights in the weight room, and
I love it.
I just think it's so cool. I feel it's like you said, you're a second mom, and
Yeah.
it's just like our kids are always watching us. Your girls are watching watching what you do. They're watching how are you consistent?
take care of
because
yourself,
it's like
too.
after basketball for them, it's like they have a whole life that
And
they've got to live and build. And it's great to have.
They love it. They love walking in the weight room and seeing me and my staff in there. They like going through that process of change with like, Coach Kim, you look good, girl.
Yeah.
You know?
You do.
Like you're taking care of yourself. And, I just look at myself as an example, role model for them through all stages of life.
Yeah.
I don't call myself a coach. I call myself a role model, which with that role model, mom, mentor, all of that, showing them that, because so many times we're told as women, like, we can't have it all.
Yeah.
But we can.
Period.
We can. And so, like, I look at myself as that person they could look at and say, Coach Kim's got it all. Now, Coach Kim's not perfect. She's got her things she's going through and she's managing through it, but she's finding a way, to be able to be with us, be with her kids, finding time for herself. And that's what we did, like, starting in, like, early August, like, text all my sisters. And I was like, look, guys, like, we got to start taking care of ourselves. Let's work out in the morning. Let's start our day off right and, do some self-care mentally, physically, so that we can, be successful in this thing called life, because there's times when it's not easy, it's not. And like I said, my life has changed and it's not easy, but I'm figuring out my day. And, once I work out, I go in my office and I'm watching film or I'm meeting after this, because if I don't get my workout done in the morning, it won't happen.
That's so badass. Like, she's watching film, just watching film, just watching the game. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
Watching film, watching practice, having meetings, marketing meetings, budget meetings.
She's a boss. It's crazy.
And then we have practice, and then sometimes I'm running out of practice to go get them out of school at 3:30, and I'm running Kaden to next level, next level.
Yep.
Or I'm running, Gabby's got volleyball, or I'm running Kaden to, Little League practice, whatever it is. So my days normally don't end. I know sometimes I don't get home till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's a long day. Then I've got to cook dinner, and I'm trying to figure out how to prepare dinner beforehand or the day before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, that's another thing. We get so busy, and it's like, it's just so easier to go to Chick-fil-A or go here or go that, when it's not the healthiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, how do I make sure I'm...
That's the one thing once you get into wellness, which me and Kristen are so freaking pumped to talk with you about next, but it's like, once you get into really understanding food and fueling your body, you really think twice about like what I'm going to eat. Like the other day I was going to get some egg bites from like Costco, and I was like, dude, I can make this at home and know what the ingredients are. And so I stopped and did it, but it's like, it's hard when you're so busy.
It's time consuming.
And even yesterday I went to lunch with my husband, and he was trying to go, there was this really good like country cooking cafe. There's a lot of good food in Raleigh. I'm going to just say that. It's really a struggle. But I wanted to go to this place that had like fresh juices and that was non-GMO and seed oil free right next to it. And he was like fighting me on it. And we finally went in and ate healthy. And he was like, I feel better after. And I'm like, food though is not necessarily meant just to be like, oh, this is so satisfying. Yeah, it's fuel. It's about how you feel after. It's about your brain. It's about our hormones as women. Like it's a whole thing. So yeah, let's talk. Let's back up and talk about that. Like me and Kristen have shared a lot about wellness, mental health on this podcast in general. We want to hear, like, obviously you've had, a big health transformation in the past 2 years that I've just seen personally. What made you want to do that? And, what was kind of your breaking point, and what changes did you start making to put yourself first in that area so you could do it all?
Yeah. A lot of things. Like one, just, it was good for my mental health, just an hour, just to get away, just to be about not thinking about calling a play, not thinking about, dropping this person off or doing that, just an hour for me, and then obviously understanding like I'm not old, but I am getting older and I want to be around for my kids, and I want to be active. I want to be healthy, for them. So, I'll say I probably lost almost 40 pounds in the last 2 years.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You look snatched. When you pulled up, I was like, okay.
Yeah. And I just wanted to get back feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
We go through things in life where we start doubting ourselves and we start losing, our confidence in ourselves. And I just wanted to get back to feeling good about what I was seeing in the mirror, not only physically, but mentally as well. And I think I'm in a good place right now, still working on it. But and then from the eating standpoint, it's hard. Like it really is,
Yeah,
because
how do
we're
you
so
eat?
busy.
Do you use a meal service here or anything for
No,
yourself for lunches? How are you?
No, I don't. I try to, pack myself lunch in the morning, so I'm not, running around. And then at ECU, we have what's called training table for the athletes. So me and my staff, we sneak over there, and it's healthy stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so that
Yes, they
helps.
should. They better take care of their athletes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that definitely helps. But I get up in the morning, I'll do a shake or something, and I go work out, and afterwards I grab another shake, and then I may have like a sandwich, a lot of fruit. I really just tried to stay away from a lot of fried foods, like processed foods, a lot of water,
Processed sugar.
Yeah.
a lot of water. Try to stay away from the sodas and
Yeah.
the juices and all of that. Trying to limit myself on the breads. Just trying
Gosh,
to eat.
the breads.
Then that's the hardest thing.
They're so good.
I know.
I know that is the hardest. That is the hardest
Yeah.
thing.
But just
They
a lot of
really
protein.
are. Yeah,
A lot of protein, vegetables. And so same way with, Gabby's a pretty good eater. She'll eat any vegetable possible. But Caden, as a boy, he's finally eating broccoli. We got salad, but his palate is a little limited on what he'll eat.
Yeah.
Now he'll load up on the proteins. He loves chicken, shrimp.
That's how
all of that.
Birdie
He
is.
loves
Yeah.
proteins, but the
Yeah.
vegetables he's not. So we're getting there, but I'm just trying to be a good example for them and show them, how we need to eat healthier. And I think the younger you can start it, the easier
Yes.
of a process it
For,
is for
well,
them.
and their palates.
Yeah.
Like literally they'll like different foods if you make them try it when they're younger.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. So hard though. It's such a hard balance. You know what I mean? Like I love how you said like, as women we can sometimes feel limited that we can't do it all when we really can, but it's like where's the mental health balance in between doing it all and being well? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I find myself I have to pack lunch for my kids every day. And it's like packing lunch for them, making sure I'm eating, making sure that, God forbid, the two animals I have are fed. Like sometimes one of them was just
I don't
staring
even
at me this
know.
morning. I was like, what do you want? And I was like, oh shit, I have not fed you. I don't even know if I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's like, the balance of trying to do it all, because I do believe and I really feel this is a women's world. Like women can really do anything.
Guys can't do what we do.
No, they could never carry
Girl,
a child.
They
Carry a child.
Justin, literally, I love Justin, but like the homeschooling thing, like you were talking about, for 2 seconds, he saw how it was and he said, nope, we're going to do it this way instead. Like we take, I know, when you're doing it, especially on your own and you don't have somebody else, it's like, how do we do it? We just do. Like
just do
God
it.
made us, what are we? The best multitaskers ever. Like there's no way. I'm not going to say I love you, men, because I really don't. Men can't do it.
Yeah, no, they couldn't.
I was going to try to be nice for a second, but I was like, I'm just
can't.
not.
They
There's
can't
no point.
get up and
They
do
could
what
not,
we
and
do in the
that's why
morning. And
a lot of them just like give up. Like I'm not talking about any man specific right now. I'm just going to say in general.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of single females in this world is disgusting. Single women, because there are so many men that are just like, they'll just walk away. I could never walk away from my children. I could never sleep at night knowing or not knowing if my kid was fed that day.
Right.
Like I make sure that my kids, like you, are fed every single day, but most men that have nothing to do with their children, they don't even know that stuff. Like it fathoms me the way the world is now.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting worse.
It does.
They just wipe their hands.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why it's so important for women to be in community with other strong women and be like, look, I know it's hard for you, but it's hard for me too. Like, that's what keeps me going when I'm feeling low, is I think about people like Kristen, you, other strong women that I know, even if, me and you aren't like getting dinner and doing all that, which I'm so sad we didn't do that when I lived here. But it's like I look at your lives and I'm like, okay, it's not just me. You know what I mean? Everybody's going through something, but that's life. Like life is gonna life.
Yes.
And so that's why I love hearing these tools and tips and things you're saying that you started doing, is you got sick and tired of being sick and tired of how you felt looking in the mirror. And I remember being there. I know Kristen went through that when she actually went through her divorce, like just the way that, you said you felt just bad all the time and you felt, and then you start making these changes and it's crazy. Some of the strongest women I know are going through the hardest things in their life right now, but they are choosing to take care of themselves and prioritize themselves. And on the other side of that, they are feeling good after. Most of the time, you're not going to feel good when you're in it. I don't know many women that do that, but it's like the wildly successful women are doing these things consistently behind the scenes. It's every choice you make. It's
the vitamins, all of
vitamins.
it. Yes.
It's I love what you said about the kids. Like, you didn't want, when you went through some recent life changes in the past few years, you didn't want your kids' lives to change. And obviously they did, but in the ways of, you didn't want to say no because you didn't want to feel overwhelmed, but obviously you felt overwhelmed, but you stopped and said, okay, my mental health isn't where it needs to be. I'm coaching. How many women do you coach? How many?
Right now I have 13.
Oh my gosh. You're coaching 13 women. And how are you going to be mentally well? And I think that's one of those things I know I think about often is like, okay, why am I acting like this? Why do I feel this way? Okay, what can I do to like de-stress, or what can I do to like have I made an appointment with my life coach? Have I walked today? And like, so one ritual I started doing every morning, because I can't lift weights right now. As of this week, my doctor was like, you can't do that. And I was like, you're joking, right? And he was like, you can walk or use the elliptical. And I was like, you're killing me. But I got this like little watch, because I don't have an Apple Watch, and I just got a watch that's like, does my steps and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to set a goal. And this is something my therapist talks about a lot, is set a goal for yourself of what you want to do every day, even if it's something small. And I was like, I'm going to get 3,000 steps in before 8 a.m. every day. And it's like those little, like me and Kristen were talking the other day about meals, because she goes through a lot.
Yeah. My schedule is just wild as a nurse during the week. And then with Beckett's football and getting him and everything else in between, meals, like you said. And that to me is something I take very sacred. Like, I love to cook for my boys. I hate when they don't eat good food. It like tears me up inside. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And I don't cook on days that I work. So, but she was like, meal prep. And I'm like, okay, I felt so much, I feel better already, you know?
Right.
Like now I know what's freaking happening.
What meals we're going to make for that week. And it's like, you can't do it every week. Some weeks you're going to have nights where it's like, hey, it's sandwich night. Go up in there and whatever. But I think it's like knowing and leaning on other women for help.
Right. Yes.
When you know you need it. Because I feel like a lot of women who want to do it all and do it all like us, we don't ask for help a lot.
No, because we think we're superwoman.
We are superwoman. I'm confused.
Right, and we are, but it's also like, look, maybe this week you're not, but maybe this week you're not.
Yeah.
So leaning in to be like, okay, well, here's something I do to help me, or what is something you do to help you. It's just, that's what I love to see in communities of women, is like, how can I help you? How can you help me? Because it's those little things. It's like getting your mental state right in the morning before you have your kids wake up. I wake up at 5:15 now, because because I got to be out the door and on the road, because Raleigh traffic's crazy by 7.
Wow.
And so I wake up at 5:15. That way I can make my latte. I can only have one a day. God bless America. My doctor cut my coffee back. So I make my little latte and I get my steps in. I may watch the news, but if it starts stressing me out, I turn that off. And then I'll turn a show on, Desperate Housewives or some ratchet show, like something just mindless. And then I'll get my steps in, and just the walking, that movement just automatically shuts me up, because my head, I'm sure y'all can get in that same state. It's like your head will just start going in the morning. It's like, chill, sis.
Yeah.
We're not even out the door yet.
It hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Not yet. And there's not even a problem yet. Yeah. There's not even an issue yet.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I know you said this to me the other day. The other thing that helps is controlling what you can.
Yes.
And the rest, it's like,
it is what it is.
I don't, I gave that to God. Yeah. Like, I can't. And that's one thing that really helps me, is doing my devotional in the morning. Yeah. When I start my day talking to God, if I don't, it's like, you can feel everything go haywire, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, sometimes we stress over things that
They haven't even happened.
Haven't happened.
I told my mom that the other day.
Yeah.
She was like, she said she had this thing on her eyebrow, and she's like, I know it's probably got to be melanoma. And then she said, and I know I probably got it from the tanning beds and X, Y, and Z. I said, Mom, you just tried to give yourself cancer, and you figure out what caused that cancer. And you haven't even been to a doctor.
Right.
Can we stop?
Right.
Like, I just cannot. I'm like, Mom, no, but we do that so much, you know? We create scenarios in our heads. We really do.
Which is why it's so. Who coaches you?
Nobody.
Oh, yeah, that's my challenge for you.
Yeah.
Who coaches the coach?
Yeah.
That's
Who
what somebody
coaches
told me
the
a couple years
coach?
ago. I used to do a lot of coaching with women. I don't do as much anymore. But in the business me and Kristen have, we used to do a lot of like coaching calls and things like that. And I ended up going into a deep spiral because I just wasn't taking care of myself and I was taking care of everybody else. And one thing that my pastor said to me, he was like, who's coaching you? Like, you're a big coach, you're a big mentor to people. And so that's when I found my life coach. Her name's Angel, and I literally didn't even know they existed, life coaches, but it's like she helps me. Like, I just vent everything to her, and it's not just like, how do you feel? It's like, well, okay, let's talk about this and how we can make this better. This doesn't make sense. Let's walk through this week. Let's walk through next month. Let's walk through, And so I think, like, too, as women, we do deserve a coach. We deserve we deserve somebody. I'll gladly pay. Our life coach is expensive. She's $150 an hour. But I'm like, I would gladly pay that once a month to have somebody, and I can give you her info.
Okay.
She's great. But I just think that that's one of those things too, as women, we don't realize that we do need to be coached and we do need to be filled and have our cups filled by somebody. It's almost like when you go and you have a personal trainer, right? We've all had those moments where we've had personal trainers, like even beyond Orange Theory, like when you went to the gym and you just have a personal trainer, you're like, this is so great. I don't have to think.
I don't have to. Just tell me what to do with my body.
Right.
Yes.
And that's, I feel like life coaches are really going to blow up in the next 5 years. You could even be a life coach one day. You never know. And I know, this goes in, Kristen, what she was saying about what you want to do after your basketball
broadcast.
Can we talk about that?
Of course. Yeah. So obviously, one day the coaching hat's going to be hung up.
Yeah.
And
you don't know when.
I don't know when.
Though. I feel like you have like, you are such a young, but
how many years is
year old?
This? 20 years now almost you've been doing basketball.
No, 26 years.
What? Oh yeah, that is a long
That's teacher retirement
time. That really is.
Yeah, this is 26 years. I'm like, wow, this is.
Can you imagine her being like hot and 50 and being like on ESPN?
Oh yeah. Oh, already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to go into broadcast. I want to stay involved in the sport.
Teeth and smile too, and skin.
Well, you're just cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
You're cool, but like you got it together. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
That's your vibe you get off. Like you were cool.
That's why I literally thought you were like from New York or where I was from, because you give me that vibe a lot. Like me, you're just
my daughter
like,
told me told me I'm a baddie.
Yeah,
Period.
for
She also told me I have a RBF.
We all three of us do. It's okay.
Yeah. And at first I was like, what is that?
Just
and she's like, I can't say it.
We
Mom.
are.
I was like,
yeah.
And a lot of people say that like I have an intimidating look, and I'm like, maybe I'm just passionate. I don't know. I don't mean to do it, but yeah.
Maybe they're just intimidated.
Could be that too.
I've never thought that when I've seen
been
you.
told that a lot about myself. People are like, especially men. You're very intimidating.
Yeah.
No, you're just intimidated by my aura. I don't
think that
know.
all
Confidence.
goes back to the right people are going to attract you though with the similar personalities and go, no, like you're awesome.
No,
like,
I love this.
Yeah, like that's just your personality type.
I mean, if you catch me in my workplace,
you're a coach. What do they want you to do? They want you to be chilling?
If I'm out recruiting, I am serious. I'm trying to find.
You have to be.
But like you said, you've never seen it because I'm at Caden's games and I'm having fun, or I'm at Gabby's games, and now I can just be mom,
Yeah.
So I probably don't have that face then, but
But what's that thing you used to always say at the games that I would hear you? Oh, what is it? Compete. She'd be like, they'd be out there in the field, and then we'd be in the stands, and I would hear Kim go, compete.
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, compete. Period.
All about your approach and all about your mentality.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get back to that though a little bit. Like after basketball, like what does that look like? Have you started thinking about like what with broadcasting? Like, do you have any like ends or people you know, I'm sure, or like...
I don't. You know, I am a big goal setter though.
Yeah.
Like I am. So like 5 years, 10 years, like what do I want that to look like?
Yeah, because kids will be out the house
Yes,
in 5-ish years.
They will. And I'll be an empty nester.
Woo! Watch out, boys. I'm just kidding.
No, but
I love
this is crazy. My mom would probably say like, when I was younger and in high school and stuff, I hated talking to people. Like I did. Like I'm from a really small town, so everybody knew who I was, basketball player, really good. And they would come up and try to talk to me about the game last night or whatever, and I would give them like one-word answers.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, you got it. And then my mom, you know my mom, Granny.
I love Granny so much.
Can talk-
Cece loves her
Oh
mom.
my God, she can talk to that point right there.
Cece told me to
Oh
tell
my
you
God.
to tell Granny, hey, by the way, I
will.
told her I was
will. She'll be
interviewing
back
you today.
She's coming Thursday. But we couldn't be more different. Like she will talk to total strangers. And even now when she comes and helps me in Greenville, if I've got to go somewhere quick, Granny's not going.
Yeah.
Because she's going to talk
get
to
stuck.
everybody.
Yep.
Get stuck.
Yeah.
But when I went to college, like it just puts you in an environment where you have to learn to talk.
Yeah.
You know, especially being an athlete, you've got to be able to talk. You got to be able to talk to your teammates, to your coaches, media, whatever. And now, like, I love it. Like, I really
love
do.
that.
Like, I love getting interviewed. I love doing interviews. I just recently started my own podcast.
Yes, tell everybody about that. What's
It's
it called and where
Kim's
is it?
Court.
Kim's Court, y'all.
Spelled with
What do
an
y'all
K.
talk about? I'm so curious.
Anything ECU women's basketball.
Cool.
You know, whether it's, you know, I had my best guest on last week, Gabrielle and Caden, my twins.
Oh my gosh.
yes.
Oh, we're going to share it on our
Yes.
podcast or
That's
on
so
Give Her the Mic in our
sweet.
story. I'll share
was,
the thing.
It was so fun. And Pirate Nation to get the opportunity to learn and to see kind of behind the scenes my life a little bit and how it is being, you know, kids to coaches because both of their parents are coaches, you know, and so just their experiences and things like that.
your ex is a coach.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he coaches at Chapel Hill.
Yeah, he's at Chapel Hill.
okay,
We used to coach together. So we had coached together for, 5 years at Virginia, 3 years at Hartford.
Wow.
And
So all the kids
5
know
years,
is
yeah.
coaches, parents that are coaches,
all they know.
going to games, going to practices.
That's all they know.
Does your daughter play sports?
Volleyball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but
is she
she's-
tall or is she?
No. So she
She's athletic. looking.
she is. She played
Yeah.
basketball. She plays basketball. She played softball. She put softball down and picked up a volleyball last August.
Girl,
Said, "Mom,
volleyball is big
I
here.
love
Like
volleyball.
one of
I
the
love
girls that used to
volleyball.
mentor, Maddie Mira, she used to be on the ECU volleyball team,
Okay.
but she stopped after this year. But she played volleyball here and loved it. Grew up playing. Started when she was like Gabby's age, and there's a lot of opportunity.
Volleyball and softball is starting to take over women's basketball a little
Yes.
bit. They're taking some of our players, which is
Yeah.
making my job a lot harder. But yeah, she just picked up a volleyball last August and was like, "Mommy, I want to try out for the team." And I was like, "Okay," because she's never played, so I was nervous for her. And she got out there and made the team.
You're
and-
probably like, compete. I'm just kidding.
But you know what? I
Compete.
love her playing volleyball. I never played it,
Yeah.
so I don't really understand it.
It's probably a good thing.
So when I go watch her play,
You just
I
get
can
to
be
go.
mom
Yes.
and I can cheer and not
Yes.
coach.
Because
Versus
now it's even
yeah.
like baseball, even though you haven't coached it, you've been
But I
around
played
it so long,
softball.
you get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
like
yeah,
I
it's
love
that
softball. Like
sport.
softball was my sport before basketball.
Okay.
Like I played all the way up to my 9th grade year
What position?
at first base.
Okay.
Oh, I
loved it. But back in mid 90s, it wasn't a lot of opportunity in softball.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I had to go with what was going to get me a free education. So I put
Yeah.
softball down and went to basketball. So when I watch Caden play baseball, like I have a knowledge of it. So
you
I'm
probably
still
see
coaching
yourself
it.
in him too.
Yeah.
He's
And when-
like the best on the team, girl. He's like short.
he?
He's like the shortstop. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my gosh,
Any
yeah.
position, really.
Quick.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves it. He
Yeah.
loves it. And then when Gabby played softball, like, so when she plays volleyball, I just sit back and watch because I like this morning I said something about hitting and she's like, I hate it when people talk about volleyball and they don't know the right terminology. And I was like, well, what is it called? She's like, it's a pass. And I was like, okay. Like I'm learning.
like football.
Yeah, like I'm learning. But yeah, I just get to be mom.
I love it.
So I love it. I really do.
I love it.
I love that.
That's really cool. So it sounds like you've been through a lot of transitions in the past
2 years.
2 years. What have you learned through that? Like from being a mom, being a coach, like what have you really learned is important in life and what are things that don't really matter? I know it's kind of a loaded question. I'm sure Kristen, because she's been through
Yeah.
big transition like this before as well.
I think the most important thing is you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm in a position where I take care of Gabrielle and Caden on a daily basis, even though, Dad, Corey's still involved.
Right,
He
yeah.
comes as much as he can, and they go stay with him, but they're with me every day, and then I have my team.
here.
Yeah, they live with me, and then I have my team, which I'm like mom away from home.
Yeah.
I have my staff that I'm managing. So like I'm in charge of a lot of people, and I had to, really sit back and say, hey, I got to take care of me first before I can take care of them. Like a damaged me can't take care of them, and so that's when I really started getting back to working out and, doing different things to, the mental health part of it, taking care of me, before I could take care of others. So that's the biggest thing is like, I gotta take care of me.
Yeah.
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 And in saying that, I know you mentioned like you obviously getting up, making sure the kids are ready to go, but having that, I'm sure you have that quiet time as every parent does before we get our kids up. We know now we get why our parents were sitting alone, drinking a cup of coffee at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
love that quiet time in the morning, even when they're older. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, I love it now.
Wonderful.
Now that I've got my routine, that's why I text you so early. And she'll be at work and she's probably thinking, why is she up? It's because it just helps my day go so much better when I get up and just have that time and I have like an indoor treadmill, walking tread, so I walk that. But I know you mentioned too, obviously the eating and the mental health and the working out. And so those were big changes, like you said, that you made.
And making it a priority.
Yes.
Like scheduling some things around that.
And I think sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're married to a partner and whatever, you don't realize how much you're not doing those things. It's almost like you get intertwined with them and like you lose yourself so much in the process. And it definitely took me getting out of my marriage to realize, I had let myself, I looked like a different person, like completely different person. And it wasn't his fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was my fault for not even doing those things like I had done my whole life.
Yeah. Not prioritizing yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Trusting your intuition, going after those things.
Yeah.
It's so important. So we've talked about a lot of things on
we have
like 40 minutes, which I love. I know. I kind of want to end it on two things. The first thing is, what do you do for fun?
Ooh,
are you dating? What are you doing for fun?
I don't.
Do you go to dinner with friends? Do you get a glass of wine with friends? Do you what do you do on the weekend? Do you ever have a weekend night free?
I'm really close with my staff.
I like that.
We're like family.
Yeah.
So we have game nights.
Yeah.
When they come over and, I just did a
pool.
Yeah, but I did an addition to my backyard. Did you see the video of that?
No, I got to go look at it. I bet it's beautiful.
Yeah. So in June, I decided, live right off Charles, and they're building a new church. So with that, they gave all of us, the people whose yards were backed up to the field, 50 extra feet of land. So when they did it, I was like, and I had been talking, me and Corey the whole time we've been here, it's like, we want to do something else to the backyard. And then once they did that.
Oh, this was done right before the end of your pool party last year, for Brown and Wood, right?
Yes,
this year.
it just finished
because
in June.
we were somewhere and we missed it.
Yes, you didn't get to go, but Brody was there. Yes.
Okay.
So, so it's like my little resort back there. I already had the pool, but I put in a sauna.
Oh, yes.
Well, a jacuzzi. I got a jacuzzi.
I love a damn hot tub, girl.
Little wellness time.
Yeah, a fire pit.
Yes.
And then a cabana that has like an outdoor kitchen, the TV, bathroom, and all of that. So it's like when I walk out my back.
Have you a little date
That's
night
an
out there, girl?
But when I walk back there, I don't even feel like I'm in Greenville. Like I feel like I'm like, because I got some palm trees and all that out there.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's relaxing. I get into the jacuzzi and I just relax.
I couldn't even be sad if I had that. Like I live in a townhouse. I feel like when I walk out back, excuse me, I don't see anything but my neighbor's backyard. So
there's like dog shitting in my yard when I walk outside my townhouse.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. No, that's wonderful.
And
you created your own piece, which is wonderful.
I just kind of told my landscaper, I was like, okay, my construction guy was like, this is what I want. He drew up the prints for it, and I was like, yep, that's it. It actually turned out way better than I expected and bigger than I expected.
Yeah. So, and it sounds like too, based off everything you said, yes, you love talking to people. you do that now, but probably your recharge time is by yourself.
God.
That's where mine is.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
When I finally get home, I just want to go in my room and just woosah for like 30 minutes. I just need that alone time for like 30 minutes because that's all I've been doing all day is talking and managing and coaching and doing all. I just want like 30 minutes to myself to just sit there and just relax.
I love that. I think that's so important for the viewers to hear too. Like, because I know you're really good at that.
I do that after work.
Yeah,
I have to. I will snap on them.
Well,
like,
otherwise,
I walk through a messy, you know what I'm saying? Like I could just, so I go right out back and I sit there for 20 minutes by myself at least. And then I go back inside and I'm good.
and your boys are like they love their mom.
They do.
Very much. So they're like, mom, as soon
And
as you walk in.
one just turned 18 and one's about to be 16, but they're like, you know?
Yes.
And I'm so thankful, but I'm like,
But I
give me
love
2
hearing other
seconds.
women say that because it's like, sometimes you feel guilty, but it's like, no, you need to take that time if you need a minute so you can go out there and be mom. Like even this morning I was trying to get ready and my kids were like, hey mom, I need this. Hey mom, this. And I said, I'm going to shut the door. I got to get ready. Yeah. And then I will help you guys with whatever you need, but I have to get ready.
Yep.
But I had to get myself to that point.
Oh yeah. Don't we all?
I did. Like,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
y'all don't have help in the morning.
No, not
in the morning.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
my mom, Granny will be back Thursday, so she is a huge help.
Do you think she'd ever move in, or do you not? You like having your space?
I think I need
you
that
like your space? Yeah, for sure.
But I had to get myself to that point because I was feeling guilty when I started taking me time.
Yeah.
When I started doing things.
It's not natural for women.
No, it's not because we feel like we've got to, mommy has to be there. Mommy has to do everything.
Manage everywhere.
Manage everywhere. And so, I take a couple of weekends out of the year for me. Like for this weekend, I'm going to Vegas.
Oh my gosh! Okay, why haven't you told us that for fun? You're going to Vegas
because I am a huge Las Vegas Raider fan.
Oh my gosh!
Even though we're not doing so well,
it's okay. I'm a Titans fan, so I understand.
I went last year and I had the best time, and I was like, I'm going to do this every year.
Are you going by yourself?
Yeah.
That's so good.
That sounds like my kind of trip.
I love that
Kristen,
so much.
If I said that, Kristen would be like, "Nah, I'm coming with you."
I'll be like, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, I did it last year and it was great.
I love
and I was like,
it.
you know what? I'm going to do this every year.
That's so nice. So where are you staying at? What
I'm going to
hotel?
stay at Mandalay Bay.
Oh,
because I can just walk right out back and the arena is right there. Yes. I was hoping the Las Vegas Aces was going to be playing because they're in the playoffs. That's the WNBA team there.
Yeah.
But they're actually going to probably be on the road. But I used to feel guilty. Caden has a travel ball tournament this weekend. And he said to me, he was like, so you're missing my travel ball tournament? And I'm like,
what'd you
like,
say?
Girl, they'll say that in a second to you, won't they?
I said, Caden, I barely miss any of your games.
Yep.
I said, Mommy needs some time.
Yes.
I love that.
You have to set boundaries with them in that way too.
Yeah.
Like Beckett will say things to me that really will hurt my feelings. Like, you left a minute early from my game. I'm like, excuse me, y'all, I didn't take my allergy medicine. I told them for like a week and now I'm struggling. But I'm like, but you didn't realize, like, I've been here every practice, every game.
Yes.
It's an hour and a half ride home. It's dark out. I had to get my mom home. You have to look at the bigger picture. Kids are so quick to be like, but you have to make them like you have to, And I think it's so good that you're showing him that how important this is.
I told him, I said, Mommy needs some mommy time.
So that way he'll be that kind of parent,
He didn't take it too well. And for a second, I felt bad, but then
he'll be all right.
I was like,
yeah,
I'll be at the next
100
travel ball tournaments.
And he probably thinks honestly so highly of you because you are a coach. He probably really wants mom out there. But I think too, one thing that really stood out that both of y'all said is you're communicating with your kids. Yeah. And I think that's super important because I grew up in a house where it was like my parents would do things and there was just no communication behind it. And I didn't understand like, why is my dad in the bedroom, or why does my mom need to go out or do this? And it's like that communication of no, like, hey, I don't do a lot for myself. And this is going to make me better whenever I get home and see you. I just need a minute. I love you. And I love that type of parenting. I think it's so important because especially when you are such a hands-on parent, it's not like you're going out and doing freaking crack.
Right. That part.
You know what I mean?
That part. It could be so much worse.
You could be doing crack. You could be going out. You know what I mean? Like, doing God knows
Yeah.
what. You're going to Vegas by yourself.
To see a game. Yeah.
You know, and that's going to like refuel and replenish you. And I hope you go and make sure you get some really good food and like
I definitely will.
map it out.
I'm gonna spa. I'm gonna get me an appointment. I'm gonna get a massage.
Yes. I love it. Have some good outfits too on. Yes.
I love that. And that's such a good like way to like end, because I was gonna ask at the end like what you want to leave for women for our podcast. We're really big on setting women up for the position of, you know, conquering their own mind and being successful. And I love where you went with that on you're actually taking a trip. And that's something me and Kristen said right before I got pregnant, actually. We were like, we want to go to Paris next year. And so it's like, I love this position of it's okay to do that. It's okay to go and take a minute
to put yourself first.
You're gonna line your kids up. They'll be in great hands. They got granny, they got dad, they got people.
Granny treats them better than she did me when I was young.
She sure. I know. I know. I look at the way my parents are, and even my in-laws with my kids, and I'm like, what?
I mean, my 17-year-old son has a motorcycle. The fact that my parents haven't killed him, like there's no way I could have had a motorcycle.
Oh, no way.
You know what I'm saying?
No, well, he's 18 now.
Oh, yeah.
18 as of two days ago.
I grew up on motorcycles. So
No, so did I.
Yeah, I
but when
grew
your
up on
kid has
one. Yeah, it's a little
Girl,
different.
I mean, he's good. God's got him.
He has all the gear on.
Yeah, he
so
does. He's
good.
wild. No, he knows how to pop wheelies now and stuff. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun. Anywho.
But yeah, if you could leave women with just one thing, because
maybe
you're
even
a coach,
like a phrase.
Yeah, you're a coach, you're a mom, you're Kim, most importantly. What do you want to leave our viewers with today to inspire them or uplift them if they're going through a hard time right now?
Yeah, just as what I've said before, don't be afraid to put yourself first and to take care of yourself, because you can't take care of others if you're not in a good place. You know, and it took me a little bit of time to get there and to have that mindset, because I felt guilty when I wasn't at the baseball game or I wasn't at the volleyball game or whatever. But, you know, this weekend I need this. You know, my season's about to start. I'm about to be boom, 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 boom. You know, so I gave my team and my staff, you know, our first official practice started Monday. We don't play till November 3rd. But I gave them Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, because I think we all need to rejuvenate and get ready, because this season's going to be long. It's going to be a great season, but you know, just don't be afraid to take time and put yourself first. You know?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
I love it. Yep.
Oh, so good.
And don't feel guilty.
Don't feel good. Even if you feel guilty, do it anyway.
Yeah.
You'll feel better after. It's
It
gonna
just
be.
means you're a great mom and a great person if you feel guilty.
Because you care.
Yeah,
exactly.
and it just means that you don't want to fail. And I think that's that's a really strong attribute of successful women, is you do not want to fail, but finding that balance of, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to feel better after I do this in the morning, this ritual, or get my devotion, do 3,000 steps, set myself up for success, work out.
Yep.
And so thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
Glad I
Give
got
her
to
the
know
mic.
you.
I like
Give
it.
her the mic.
Give
And
her
we
the
gave
mic.
it to you.
Girl.
And so, guys, please go see Coach Kim at some games.
Yeah.
Follow her. We're going to share her podcast on our platforms. It's Kim's Court, right?
Kim's Court. Yep.
And guys, if she can do it, I mean, it's the world is out there for us to go and take, and we can't wait. You're going to be on the big screens one day. That's your next step. And we got her on Give Her the Mic in 2025. We're going to be like, we remember her.
Yes.
But seriously, thank you so much. We love
you guys for
We're
having
praying
me.
for your season. We know it's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
Please go support women's
please do.
basketball.
Yes.
Go to games, show up, support this community, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
See ya.